Okay, so this is going to be pretty interesting. I've started up the stream, I think. I'm just going to go ahead and check a couple places to make sure that I am. Yup, looks good there. So this one, I'm definitely going to need a little bit more input from everyone. The goal of today's stuff is to try to make a board game. Oh. Oof. Looks like I'm not going to have the usual folk, though. But I'm going to be going over a couple of different things, such as like what the game objective should be. It's going to be a board game, probably with characters. That's my intention, at least, because I like characters. So I'm going to try to push forward for some character design in here too, as well as world design and mechanics. So I'm just going to go ahead and get that all started. Whoever comes, I guess. Ooh, are you playing Lucas King music? Yo, welcome. I'm not sure who the artist is. Yep, Lucas King, actually, yeah. Wow, nice. Yeah, I don't know why, but the idea of music box music sounded good. And it's supposed to be for sleeping, but it also, I think, helps with, it helps me with thinking, I guess. Just not having words. Anything without words, heck. So if you guys are willing and able, today we're going to be doing, I love that YouTuber. Yeah, he's pretty good so far. Going to be trying to do some board game design stuff. Oh, my tablet's over here. Makes great music. So far, it's been really good. Hello, Ix. So, let's see here. Board game. So we need objective, mechanics. My handwriting's so sloppy today. What's going on? I want it to have world and characters. So, yeah. Yo, Nadoko. Perfect. So if you guys are able to give your input on any of these things, that would be awesome. Gerg suggested doing this, but it doesn't look like Gerg's gonna make it today, which kind of sucks, because I thought it would be really cool to see what Gerg would come up with for this. But heck, this seems like a cool idea too. Like, I was really wanting to do something a little bit different today. Wasn't quite feeling the normal stuff. So let's go with different types of ways that board games can go. Sometimes they're like a trip around the board, so kind of like an adventure. Sometimes with board games they're kind of world building, like Settlers of Catan, like what is that one, Carcassonne. They're kind of building off of previous placements. So we'll call that a builder, I guess. Some of them are more card heavy. And then these are kind of like the battlefield, or kind of the placement grounds. So, template? Board placement? Or Maybe it should be like a table where the cards are placed. Let's see, what other ones are there? Ones that involve a board. What are some board games that you guys can think of too? Because I'm thinking like there's Monopoly, where it's kind of that adventure where you're gaining revenue too. The objective is to gain the most money in the most properties. Quelf. Does Quelf have a board to it? Okay. Oh. This is much different than what I thought it was. But it has a bunch of characters, a bunch of cards. I'm guessing these placements match up with the cards there. There's a dice. A timer. I'm guessing that these cards have something to do with that time element. And I'm guessing the goal is to get to the spaceship starting from here, which is the start. Okay. It has kind of an interesting, kind of like, I don't know, it reminds me of a cartoon or like some spooky story. There's an amusement park, a shipyard, a city, something, mountains, a castle, kind of looks Japanese. Almost like a festival. So basically you have to do what the card tells you. Is it like you have to do an action or answer something, or what are the cards like? What do they usually have on them, and do certain things come on different cards? Oh. Lately there's been ones that are more battle. Those are interesting too. I think those are mechanics rather than themes. These are more themes. You have to do funny stuff like clapping with your feet. That's pretty fun. Drinking some bad. No. Trivia or Dare style. Turn-based. Rotten pickle juice. Oh, gross. Does it come with rotten pickle juice, or do you have to like take a thing of pickle juice and let it rot so that you have something for the board game? What if it was building up something? You could also draw. Oh, so it would tell you to draw something too? Charades. Oh, you have to try to guess something in the right time. A lot of them have dice. A lot of them have cards. I kind of see this as being like a little spooky. Like, what if there were ghosts? Ooh, ooh. Having a dance party, apparently. And your little characters have to, like, build a house to keep the ghosts out, or something like that. And to stop them, you have to do trivia! And then you have to go out a certain amount of spaces, maybe, to be able to get to resources. But there are ghosts out there. And the ghosts can be hidden in the cards. So there'd be like little question mark blocks. And then the other players could have like other segments of the board too, maybe. Maybe it could be like a 4-player game. What do you think it needs in there? There's this one card in game where we all have to say "izzle" in every sentences. You have to go like yada yada izzle, just like at the end of every sentence, izzle. Sizzle izzle. For shizzle. Perfection. Quack 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 quack. Oh jeez. Is that like a staple game around your place? Not sure, but you like it. That's what makes sense. Is it Loteria? Or is it Iteria? Oh, is that, that's the game with the tarot cards? Or is it something else? No, it's a Mexican version of bingo. Oh, okay. The fish. I only know the fish. El melon. I'm guessing the bell. The sun. The rose. The star? The music. The umbrella. The pine. The spider. The drunk? I don't know. Instead of numbers, it's the picture. Oh, okay. Do you walk around town? Oh, hecho in Mexico. You walk around town and you're like, I found one. Found a shrimp. Found a beating heart. El corazón. Ah, yes, I have found the scorpion, the shrimp, the drunk man, the bird, the moon with the face on it, the boot, a pierced heart. Oh no. El Apache? Huh. Let's see. So that one's kind of a board game that uses like pieces on top of it too. Huh? I don't usually think of that one as a board game. Well, that's what I play. That's pretty cool. No, actually, it widened my perception, man. We're gonna put that. Loteria. Is that lottery? I think this is, this song is from Ghibli, maybe? I'm just gonna put those guys together. Deselect that. I'm kind of digging this little ghost party. Are you gonna make a board game? Yeah. Let's see. So I kind of like this idea of using dice, cards, having ghosts, and have this little home base. I don't know how the board itself should be set up, but I kind of like this idea of having 4 players too. With the resources there. Like that sounds like an interesting game. I would maybe play that. I kind of like the games like what is it? Settlers of Catan. That one's a pretty cool game. Are you making a versus? It could either be player versus player, or I think it could be player versus the board too. I kind of like those games. Like what is that one where I think they call it Plague or something like that? Yeah, Plague Incorporated. So it's not this one. But this is a board game? What? Oh, weird. There's another one that was kind of similar. This one, Pandemic. Okay. So I kind of like the idea of this. Like, I played this earlier this year. I thought that was pretty fun. So the objective is, I think you all start off in, like, Washington or something like that, Washington, D.C. And you're all given roles that you're able to do, so you have special abilities as that class. Is it role-based? No, it's turn-based. So after everyone's gone through a round of what they want to do, infection stuff, like a card is played to further the game forward. So after everyone's gone through, depending on where the little ticket thing is, where the token is, it'll either give 2, it'll add 2 new infections to the world, or it'll like bring something else up, and you're supposed to eradicate the diseases in the different areas. before like the game hits this here, the outbreak. Within the deck of cards, there are outbreak cards, so it like resets the entire thing. Like it resets how many diseases are being put out there and moves the counter forward. And I think the counters also move forward if there are like three diseases on the same area, and the diseases go up if like an area gets more. So let's say this one has one disease, it's given another disease because it was a card was played, and then another round goes through, and then another card played with the same area that now still has two, but now it also spread all of to the connecting areas with one of its disease bits. Gah. So I explained that real bad, but it's a fun game where you're not necessarily against your like people, like the people who are with you. You're all fighting for a similar goal, and that's to get rid of the disease that's trying to destroy the entire world. So I think if I did something like this, it could be fun to try to make it like kind of a Halloween-y, kind of a spooks area where you have like a little home base. And there are ghosts out there, but to be able to keep going, you maybe have like a resource that you need to get more of to keep going, otherwise you'll not make it. So I guess it's a survival board game. And I'm thinking that if you had other players there, you can either work together to try to be able to make it through, like you should be able to trade with the other players, or the other players can steal a commodity of yours. Like maybe they could steal from your little camp here if they make it over there. I feel like that could be interesting. Maybe this round right here is going to be like a dead space or like a pond or something like that. And then maybe the characters should each have like different characteristics too. Like one's really good at foraging, one's really good at getting rid of ghosts. Maybe another one's good at doing something else. So maybe that would be a mechanic. So I think that sounds pretty interesting. I don't know if it would play well, but it sounds pretty cool. Like I would try that game. It'd be cool, yeah. Let's see. So what are your thoughts on what's going on in the game? Also, for you other two viewers, what do you think? Also, speaking of games and stuff, I was trying to work on some of the streaming stuff a little bit earlier. Ix, where are you? Ix! Ix! But yeah, I recently added some things to the Twitch side of stuff, so you should be able to like play a game down there. There's also supposed to be some other stuff, but I don't know if it's working just yet. Maybe I need to edit some stuff yet. But I think I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. Whoop. my messy words appear so I have a little bit more room for things. Do you see what I'm talking about though, Nadoka? I didn't know you could play a game here. Yeah, me neither. But I found that, I'm like, ooh, that's kind of neat. Real question is, should there be dice? Or is that too many things? Like, should there be cards that give, like, where you can move and what you can do? Or should that be a dice thing? Well, every game has a dice. Not every game, but a lot of them, yeah. Let's see. So this one ends up being a little bit like a builder, more like survival. Yeah, that's right. Back from my unmentioned, unexcused absence. Well, we're gonna have to mark you tardy, I guess. Welcome back, indeed. So what do you think of a survival board game there, Ix? Where ghosts are out in the woods and you have to make a little shelter on the corner of the table. There's gonna be a 4-player. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's separated into quadrants. Thank you, thank you. These musics are giving me the tired and sounds really neato. Oh no, the sleeping music is working too well. Aw, heck. That moment when you turn on sleeping music and everyone sleeps. Should I turn on some music to wake you up inside? Lucas King, check him out. Yeah. He's pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, we got some classicals going on now. So, I'm thinking that I like the idea of cards. I like the idea of having action cards, maybe like, that can mean escape, or build, or trade. And resource cards like wood, stone, gold, movement for dice. Got a mug of liquid woke, so it's all good. I was thinking to grab some liquid woke, but I got some cola instead, which is liquid woke too. So Ix, what do you think would look good for a game like this? I'm kind of working the mechanics right now, I guess. So looks aren't quite what I need, but I think that this could be a neato looking game. Yes, yes. So what are you guys' thoughts on the little quadrants having, like, let's say there's 25 squares. Surround the board with a wrestling ring. Perfect. Now they're all fenced in. Time for Thursday night slam down, am I right? Oh no. Now they can't get out. Amulets. Trinkets. That'd be kind of cool. What kind of spooky things? What are spooky things that I could put in here? Should it be more than just ghosts, but also other monsters? WWE gone spooky. Ooh. What kind of a monster should we throw in there? Maybe a swamp monster-y thing. Wendigo. Ooh, nice. Agriculturists. Perfect. Agriculturists like farmers? You're on my land. Get off my lawn. Banshee, I think. So there's a home. 1, 1, 1, 2. This is actually ends up not, well, this one actually ends up being 2. 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5. More monsters or no more? 2 more monsters. Let's do 2 more monsters. And then this is nothing here. I'm thinking that with that range, you should, if you roll a die for, let's say, a 1, you'd be able to go 1 space away. If you get a 2, you'd be able to go 2 spaces, 3, 3 spaces, 4, 4 spaces, 5, and 6. And then after that, I don't think you should be able to, like, get there in a single move, kind of a thing. But then certain spots like this should have, like, the little question marks. They should have different levels of difficulty, too. So, like, little treasure chests. What about items just like the Binding of Isaac? What sort of items? What if we had spooky plants? And battle frogs. Okay, what kind of items did they have in the Binding of Isaac? They were both... the ones over there were... I'm gonna clean this one up a little bit too. Give myself a little bit more space. I don't think I want battle. Trivia... I don't think I want trivia in this game either. Turn-based. Kind of like the turn-based idea. Not sure on classes yet, too. Like, okay. Items. So, cursed items? And normal items. I think Binding of Isaac had those things. So, cursed items usually did bigger things, but came at a more of a risk. Like, you had to give something in order to get it. There you go. There were some really good items. Like, you got it. But what about starter items? Like, you choose an item to start with. I think in Binding of Isaac, you were able to start with, like, a certain character that had an ability set in. So maybe it would just be more of the class type stuff. So what kind of classes should there be? Or should there be classes? I think that gets rid of the whole starter item thing. So before we were talking about Forager. Let's call Explorer. Forager would get more resources. Explorer maybe would be able to move farther. And then Monster Hunter maybe? Better versus monster. Is there another one maybe? I probably should do one more. If there's gonna be 4 stakes. What's a good 4th one? Maybe someone who builds better? Or is that stupid? I'm thinking. Okay. I'm just gonna shrink this down too. Yo, Glyph. Welcome, welcome. Kind of playing around with making a board game. Let me just take a moment and then I'll show you what we have so far. Okay. So, it's going to be on a board. We have characters that the players can play as. There's monsters that pop up along with resources which the players are trying to get. From their home base, they can move a certain amount of distance using a dice, and the cards tell whether or not they get an item or not, or a resource. There's also going to be like items, cursed and normal. So maybe that should be out here. Is the music too loud? Really? Oh. How about that? Is that a little bit better? Yo, Gil. Hello, Gil. How's the music there now? Gil, think of a monster. Yeah, we need 2 more monsters. I kind of put these in placeholder. So far we have Wendigo, Swamp Monster, Agriculturalists, Banshee, Spooky Plants, Battle Frogs. Music is better. Oh, good. Oh. Cursed clams. Okay, perfect. What are they cursed with, though? Whoop. Oh, hey there, Dark Anime Ninja. Welcome back. Cursed with flavor and food poisoning. Oh, jeez. Cursed with bad language. What about with 3 toes? So I'm kind of playing around with the board game idea here. Just kind of an exercise, just something for fun. So it's a survival board game. Not the curse of the 3 toes, anything but that. Help! I like, Gil, I like how you're on Picardo too. Thank you for using that. The most deadly of them all! Maybe that's what he does. Causes three toes. The curse of the 3 toes. Yes. Gives backstory. Perfect. Let's see here. Bathroom break. Okay. So I was just thinking, maybe as they go further out, they get more resources. So what is a winning condition? What do you do to win the game? I think those are important things. Oh, this song. I know this song. So a losing condition and winning condition. So a winning condition maybe if you build your house. You keep all the spooks out. Losing condition if you lose. How are the ghosts going to be able to? Maybe if you lose all of your resources. Because otherwise I would need to introduce, like, health. So maybe the main, like money is the resources. Ooh, what do you guys think? That sounds interesting. Yeah. I think so too. Finish your house if you lose all resources, or yeah, I think that should just be it. I don't really want to bring in another element to make it more confusing, even though it's probably really confusing already. See, Zhao is just sleeping, but probably because of this lovely music box music by what's his name again? Let's see, Lucas King. People are using it for creepypasta. Welcome back, Nadoka. Hey, Zhao, look, we're making a board game. Okay. What should the resources be made out of? So what we have so far, there, Zhao? Whoa, you have add-ons on your stream on Twitch. I do? Did they show up? What kind of things are you seeing? It was for a video game. Oh, the little Stream Legends, I think. Also, I knew that music box song. I think I know this one too. A lot of these are covers. It was Walking the Air. Yeah, that's right. They play that with, who are the Celtic Women? That band a while ago, I think. I don't know if they came before that, but that's where I know them from. Alright, Zhao, give me a monster. Just waiting for the Harry Potter song to sneak up on us. A beholder. Oh, nice. That was nice and quick. How do those ones usually go? The Eye of Beholder. I know, right, X? Can it be like an eye bat? It's actually from a TV special in the UK called The Snowman. Huh. I think the cursed clams should have a bunch of small ones that attack in a wave. Wave of cursed clams. Perfect. It's pretty and relaxing. You should check it out when winter comes. I should write it down for sure. I'm gonna forget that. From 2017? Or is that some? Which one was that? I keep getting a different one. Yes, right? I was actually thinking that. I still like the agriculturalists being one of the bad guys, even though they're not. In reality, usually. Agri-cultists. Perfect. Agri-cultists. There we go. You gotta give them a little banner with like a leaf on it or something like that, and like green in their eyes because they're full of the green. Yes. Very nice. You're welcome. Thank you. I'm not liking these resources yet, though. I was trying to spell poltergeist, but spell check turned me in the other direction. Really? You were trying to write like ghosts, but it turned you into agriculturists? Oh my word. Wood, stone... Mud? Oh, the snowman. Okay. Is it this? Not this one. This one. Is this the one you're talking about, Xiao? What? Why is there Ariel? Yep, the non-creepy one. I've actually seen that one. I didn't realize it was from that one. That one's from like the 1980s? I ship. Of course. Ariel is supposed to be with the snowman. Why? Don't... what? Xiao, why are you asking questions? Because I'm sleepy. Ask more questions then. Haha. Also, I put a game onto the Twitch side stuff, and I'm in my sleepiness. I forgot the rules of the internet. Don't ask questions. I'm sure it's fine. Play the game. Yes, yes. If you guys play the game, you can help the game's guild be able to unlock different things. It's cool. Yeah, it's a wait game, which is kind of nice, so you don't have to like actually pay attention to it. I'm playing it right now. Low key. Don't question anything you probably don't want the answer. I'm sure it's fine though. I think this could be fun to actually make into something, but I think it's also... I know this song too. Oh my. This is Now We Are Free? From what? From The Gladiator? Ooh. Gladiator was a good movie. I like that one. So these are a few of the Fly Me to the Moon. There are a bunch of covers of this, my favorite being the acapella one from one YouTube dude. I don't know if it was an acapella, but I was listening to the Alexander Hamilton soundtrack finally, and there was a Weird Al Yankovic cover of one of the songs, and it was so good. It was really good. Oh my word. Okay. Maybe I'll... Well, now I have to see Hamilton for Weird Al. Yes, and only for Weird Al. Yes, yes, yes. There are a bunch of covers of this. It was really good. Like, I probably should re-listen to the Alexander Hamilton stuff, because I feel like I didn't get the full thing. Just like I listened to Be More Chill. I feel like I should listen to that again to get like the full flavor of it. Ah. Maybe this should be like a boss. You better not be lying. Puddles the Clown recently performed with Weird Al. Oh! Oh! Don't get my hopes up like that. It sounds like something that they would do. Like, I could totally see that happening. I adore Puddles and I love Weird Al. Put them together and you just have magic. Yes, truest magic. If you guys want homework, draw a little character that can be in the survival game. Homework. Kick. I am no longer possessed by the sleeps. I must find this. Suddenly alive. Oh no. Gil, you've summoned the Sleipnir of Zhao. Sleipnir is running for days now. It's not going to be any tokens. Nope. Crazy Legs. Watch out for Crazy Legs! I don't know if I like this idea, though. Heck yeah, Crazy Legs! Is it the Davy Bowie cover? Let's see. Maybe on the cards there'll be like a little cabin. I had an opportunity to see Pubbles live recently. I have nothing going on that night, but wasn't able to get a ride there. What? How far away is it? Just grab a friend, invite them too. Oh. I have no idea, Zhao. I saw it on Facebook. They're with the Aquabats. Aquabats. Like acrobats, but bats. But aqua. Heck yeah. Oh man, okay. I will listen to it tomorrow night for reasons. But trust me, it'll be an event. Zhao falls asleep and enters the dream world where Puddles the Clown and Weird Al Yankovic are playing together. Oh. I bust out Snacky's coffee and the repeat button. Hashtag right-click loop. Yo, I must be in the dream world. I'd say this is a pretty decent idea for a game so far. It's probably gonna need a lot of work, but it sounds pretty fun. Like, I would play this game. Let's get a different color in here. Oh, I know this song too. Movement from dice. Very rad of you, dude. You're a fan of puddles too? I feel like we've had this conversation. I feel like there's 2 or 3 people who like puddles a lot. Puddles my favorite. Oh. Ah, yeah. Oh, need to collect my loot. Oh, gift shop. Contribute 100 gold. Aw, yeah. This whole stream lit as heck. What? Lit like the underworld? Hmm. When's this puppy going on going to Kickstarter? As soon as we get any of this going, you know what I mean. So, what you working on? I'm making a board game on the suggestion on from Gerg. I was kind of bored with what I'm doing because it kind of felt like I was just going nowhere. So Gerg had the idea of first text-based adventure. That would be awesome. Like if somebody wrote a text-based adventure, I would totally play that. Never played them before though. So this is a board game, survival board game, where 4 characters or 4 players have to go out to the different quadrants and collect resources to build up their house. And I'm thinking that it could be cool that if there were like 4 different types of resources. Let's say stone, mud, and what's another one? Maybe ore. And so like there would be like ore on this one, mud in this area, stone, and wood. So it's collecting resources and fighting against monsters. Yes. That's more or less what I was thinking. So you move around, you move around with a dice. You get resources from cards, but there are also monsters in the cards, like the deck. I'm not sure if there should be, like I'm setting up on this little area down here, there's little question marks on different spaces. I think that it could be kind of fun to, like, you have to roll the dice to go a certain distance, and then if you hit a certain like question mark, you pull a card maybe, and then if it's a monster card, then you have to either fight it off or you have to pay resources to get rid of it maybe. So like a text-based that game you used to stream with the darkness. Oh, this isn't a text-based game. This is a board game that is more just a board game. Somebody was suggesting you doing like a text game. Sorry about that. I'm getting all my words mixed up together with other stuff. Heck yeah. I'm amazing. The sleepies are back. Well, there's no more Puddles the Clown. That makes all the sense, doesn't it? Let's see. Trying to look for a certain song. Not sure which ones these are going to be, so maybe I'll just pull a different song up. But not the same one. How about that? Well, that one. It was called Don't Starve, like the board game of that. Apparently my fuel is puddles. Yeah, this kind of is kind of feeling like that, except it's probably going to be less what was his name? Tim Burton-y. That's my hope, at least, and have different monsters. More D&D feel. Kind of. I was thinking more like Haunted Woods, like imagination in the woods, like being afraid of things that may or may not actually exist. So a combination of trying to hide yourself away in a little cabin. Like, if you have 4 walls, the monsters can't get you, right? Dark fantasy feel. Yeah, more like that. Is it like a Minecraft type board game? It could be seen kind of like that. Not going to be as cubey. Like, the characters are probably not going to be made out of cubes, but it has that grid system kind of like Minecraft. Yeah. I'm in. Perfect. So it's like, it's kind of like the first night that you play in Minecraft, where you have to try to build a house and to save yourself from the creepers and stuff. Objectives. So winning condition, if you finish your house, you win. Losing condition, if you lose all of your resources. So I guess if the monsters take all of your resources, or if another player takes all your resources. So something like that. The notes are pretty scattered, though. Like, they're getting better as the things going on, but it's still pretty all over the place. So the idea with the set, like I have it here, I was gonna put it like every other has a square where you can get you pull a card. So on a level 1 you can pull maybe 1. A level 2 you pull 2 cards. Level 3 you pull 3 cards. And maybe there would be a different deck for like items that you would get to be able to help you out. Or if they're a cursed item, they give you greater strength, but they also like take something down. So like you can gather three more resources, but you take extra like monsters take extra resources away from you. Maybe something like that. So there's definitely a lot more that needs to be done to make this a little bit more solid. But it seems like a pretty cool concept so far. Possibly the goal is to get a certain level of different stats for your house: strong, foundation, traps outside, defenses, isolation, etc. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Let's see here. House needs. Like, you gather different materials to trade in for those stats? Yeah, that sounds about right. So like, strong foundation. Traps? I don't know if traps would be able to work. Maybe that could be like an item. Defenses. Isolation. Insulation. Whoops. Question, do the other players attack one another? I was thinking that they could steal. Like, if they got to the home square of somebody else. So if somebody else came in and got to this home square, they could take a resource. I vote yes. Yee, bonus item. That sounds awesome. So let's go over to items and we'll put traps over there instead. Just because of it, I'm not thinking of putting different seasons. I'm gonna get rid of insulation. Defenses, definitely keep. Let's see. I feel like strong foundation. I wanted to have different phases of it, I guess. So like maybe three different sets. So like maybe to get the main outside, you need like 5 stone, 5 wood. Like they get harder as they go on, kind of a thing. And for the next one, you need like, what were the other ones that I was putting at? Mud and ore. So maybe for the first level, you would need like 3 mud. And 3 ore. How do you only have 42 followers? All y'all better follow. Yes, please. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just don't advertise it enough. But I appreciate it, Dark Anime Ninja. Let's see, how many people are here right now? 7? Ooh, that's a nice number. That's pretty fun. Oop, wait, how do I get out of this one? There we go. Of course we are following. But yeah, if you want to share it with some friends, feel free. I wouldn't mind that. I'm 8 away from getting the affiliate thing. So that's kind of fun. It's kind of funny though, because a lot of people who were watching earlier, they would just come at the same time every day. So they weren't even like actually following. They were just coming every day. I'm like, oh, I should probably ask people to follow. Nervous laughter. Sorry for the silent sigh. Washing dishes, dramatic stop. Yep. I think one of all resource. Casually hits the follow button. Wait, you weren't before? X, help! Let's see. Oh, yeah. My little dude on the bottom is getting so strong. Oh, thanks, Ix. I thought you were already following, though. I was pretty sure you were already following. Wow, wow, wow. Whoa. Jeez. Et2 Ixir, Et2. Oh. Hey. Oh. Let's refresh it to see. Let's see if you actually were following before. Yes, you were. Appreciate it, though. Oh no, I got an ad. I don't even get the... Huh. Okay. See? So I'm thinking that if I separate them out so it's like wood, ore, mud, stone, that if it's put into different sections like that, it could be interesting to like have to go to different sections. It'll make the game a lot longer. You'll definitely have to like what is it? If you roll a 6, you can get out here, and then if you roll another 6, you could probably get over here to grab some of those resources. So it could take like 3 or 4 turns at the least. So that can prolong the game a lot more. So I think maybe, what if it was just, instead of doing it 1, maybe 3 resources. And instead of this one being that, it could be like 5 of like wood or mud. You should have a carry weight, if I think I know what you're doing. A carry weight? Not sure I'm following that one. So that these gradually become a little bit more difficult. Could you kind of like describe that a little bit more so I kind of get a better idea of what you're talking about there, Dark Anime Ninja? It's 9:40, so I guess I'm gonna wrap this up here pretty soon. But I think it turned out pretty neat. I think we got a lot going on here. I think it'd be fun to have like maybe bring Devlin in here. Oh geez, like bring in some other characters like that. Just wanted to stop by and say I've had this in the background. Ah, you. What do you think there, Gerg? I thought it was like you roll the die for moving, and when you moved, you would get material. Yeah, kind of like that. So you roll the dice to move. You move as your little character here. And you start off from your home base. And you go out and try to gather materials from the different sectors. And so you can land on a space, and it would either be a resource or it's a monster. The resources give you more resources, of course, and the monsters take resources. The question would be then, I guess, how many monsters should be in the deck and how many resources should be in the deck? Like, do you get multiple resources from the same card? Maybe it would be like a luck of the draw kind of a thing. So a +1 resource, maybe a +5 resource, and a plus... maybe it should be just the 1 and a 3? 1, 2, and 3. Then there should be like a monster guard. Which can also be like traps, maybe. That would make sense. And I'm thinking that if you're traveling out far and you make your way back to a monster panel, maybe they can steal the resources from you as you're walking back with your resources. That could be interesting. Okay. And save. First save of the night, yeah. Okay. So that's kind of neat. That's kind of fun. Alex! Shh, X, it's okay. It's okay, X. All this work, and you only now saved, X trigger. I love it. Oh, I love it so much. Oh no. Don't worry, Ix, it's all in my head and I never forget about... What am I doing? I've had some stuff where I lost everything and I put it all back together, but I'm going to find you. Oh no. And I remade it all, but it turned out a lot less cluttered and a lot better. So, I don't know, man. So what do you guys think? Does that kind of give you an idea of how you guys could make games, maybe? Or does that kind of encourage you to be able to make stuff too? Unacceptable. I'm sure it's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, well good. Yes, it does. Well, good. I think it'd be fun if like everyone was able to make their own game, because in a way it's kind of easy, in a way it's really tough. It's only tough because people complicate them a lot. Like this in itself I think is really complicated already, but I think it's just on the border of being just good enough for like not being too complicated, if that makes sense. But anywho, I'll probably work on this a little bit more later. I think it'd be fun to actually make this into a game, because why not? So yeah, making it more aesthetic afterwards. So I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow, about the same time, and gonna do some Minecraft tomorrow. So if you guys are down for that, that's what we're doing. The little statues would be fun to design too. Yeah. So, you guys have a good night, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.